Hello, welcome to another video. I didn't talk about this. I think I have been talking about this in my previous videos. But I'm going to talk about this and a lot of things in this video. Okay, first thing first. In France, the French people are complaining and protesting over the retirement age pension reform, which was passed through the French Parliament, that led to the retirement age being raised to 62 to 64. So that means a lot of French people who are working are going to work longer and they can't retire early. So that's why you see those huge excuse me. That's why you see those huge protests in cities all over France. Yeah, violence and explosions, whatnot, fireworks. That's what I heard, and also garbage piling up in the streets of cities all over France. Actually, all over France, because rubbish collectors are garbage men. I'm gonna say rubbish collectors. They stopped collecting people's garbage or rubbish and went to protest. They went on strike. People who are protesting in France are striking out. And it's been going on since last week when the pension reform was passed and when it wasn't passed. This was like before and after the passing of the pension reform, the pension retirement age reform, wherever it's called. Yeah, it's a mess over there in France, and it is. And before I went to the dentist this morning, I took a look at this on France 24 English on YouTube, and it showed that the people in France are still protesting / striking. So they're still doing that. Luckily, the garbage men or garbage collectors went back to collecting garbage. And my oh my, when I saw that garbage on TV piling up, like the locals there said it smelled really bad. And some of the locals said that they're okay with all of this because they know that the sanitation workers, the garbage collectors, are going on strike because of the passing of the pension reform of the retirement age being raised to 62 to 64. And French President Emmanuel Macron, I think he went on TV and defended this, the passing of the retirement age pension reform. He stood silent. He stayed silent before going on live TV and defending it. And after this, like, he just completely ignored the French people. He just completely ignored the French people. He just turned a blind eye to them. And the French people are talking about this and complaining about this. And as I look at it, the protesting / striking, which the French people are doing, they're going to do that to break the president and the government. So they're not going to let up on this. So I'm going to keep tuning in to France 24 English and see what's going on. Okay, I heard about Donald Trump is going to be charged with a lot of the crimes that he committed. Okay. Yes, Trump can run for president if he's indicted, but winning is a different story. I'm reading something from NPR. In the face of his mounting legal troubles, former President Donald Trump has promised to stay the course on his 2024 run for the White House, even if he's charged with a crime. At least one expert says, though, there's nothing illegally stopping him from running again. An indictment with criminal charges could kill his chance at re-election. Yeah, and I heard about he gave hush money to a porn star, which is named Stormy Daniels, and other things that he committed. Yeah, you know, I don't care for Donald Trump, but he did a lot of wrong things. He did bad things, and he needs to be put away. He needs to answer for his crimes, but I don't see him being arrested and indicted. I don't see that happening, but you never know. But we might see Donald Trump in handcuffs. And there's another person who's another former president, just like Donald Trump, and his name is George W. Bush, or W. Yeah, George W. Bush is a genocidal maniac. He is by far when he was president for 8 years in the 2000s, he was dubbed the worst president in U.S. history. Some politicians called him a miserable failure, and they are right. He is a miserable failure. He lied the United States into an illegal war, saying that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, and he was involved in 9/11 or something like that. And it was just a scheme for George W. Bush, to one up his father, to taking down Saddam Hussein. Which his father left out in the 1991 Gulf War. And yeah, and George W. Bush is a war criminal, and he should be brought to justice, just like Donald Trump. So yeah, Donald Trump and George W. Bush are both thugs. They're not thugs, they're criminals, and they deserve to wear orange prison jumpsuits, or baby prison blues, prison gear. Yeah. So they should be locked up along with R. Kelly and Harvey Weinstein. So yeah. Well, also I want to talk about this. I've been trying to. Well, I want to get away from talking about things that go on here in the United States, because to me, the United States is just basically just one big drama show, or drama, a lot of drama or drama. Yeah, drama. That's like the Canadian way of saying drama. Yeah, the U.S. is just filled with drama, seriousness, all business. I don't trust him. He's no good. You know, I've been gaslighted in this country. I've been torn down, put down. Some people told me I have a chip on my shoulder. And I'm full of anger and hate. I'm so hateful and mean. You know, it's just this society that just tear me down. And it is. And, you know, I'm just sick of it, you know. I'm tired of it. I just want to get away from, you know, some American people who are bad, and I just want to just get away from the negativity and the toxicity. I just want to get away from that. You know. I just want to enjoy life, enjoy myself, just kick back and relax. That's what I want, you know. You know, and what's the point of getting on camera and whining and complaining about, you know, about all the stuff that I went through and just talking about that over and over and over and over again? Like, what is the point of all of that? And if I do that, you know, I'm going to have some trolls coming onto this channel and seeing videos like this and, you know, and calling me names like Little Riz and all this shit and calling me the N-word. Yeah. I can't forget that someone called me the N-word in the comment sections underneath these videos. Someone called me the N-word, and I said this: okay, since I'm that, then you're that too. But if you're white and non-black and you call me that, you have no business using that word at all. You have no business calling me that or saying that word. Yeah, you got these internet trolls. You know, they just love to like go onto people's channels and they just type away negative stuff to people just to put people down, you know, to hurt them. And you know, you got these not internet companies, you got these places like YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. They just profit off all of that. They just profit and make money off of these trolls, and they don't do anything to these trolls. Because, you know, these internet trolls, you know, they think they're tough. They think they're big and bad. But all they are a bunch of cowards who hide behind a keyboard and a computer screen, just typing away their BS towards other people, just to take someone down, just to rip someone down. And they're just miserable people who don't have no life and they got nothing better to do. And they're just doing all of that just to get a ruse out of somebody. They just do it just to make themselves feel good or just do it for kicks. And you know, I understand that, you know, I'm attracting a lot of weirdos onto this channel with these videos. If you ask me, I think these people are on drugs or something. I think there's something wrong with them. I think they got issues, they got problems. You know, all I can do is just ignore these people. Or maybe I can just disable the comments on all these videos on this channel so I won't hear anything from them. Or better yet, I can block them. Because, you know, every time I post a video, it's kind of weird. You know, I don't get any comments or anything, nothing. But sometimes I get these weird, strange comments from these people. You know, basically, some of the people who comment on these videos are weird. Some of them aren't. And the ones who aren't weird and strange and act like they're on something, they're basically people with disabilities. You know, yeah, then I got some people who leave legit comments, and when I respond to them, they delete their comment. I guess just to defend myself, or they just don't want to like go back and forth in the comments or do a lot of meaningless bickering. You know, that's fine with me. I guess this is some kind of cryptic Alice in Wonderland Wizard of Oz test, I guess. The Wizard of Oz. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz test or whatever. Yeah, yeah, I feel like I'm in the Wizard of Oz when I'm reading comments on videos like this on this channel. I've been bored as of late. I've been bored. Yeah, there's nothing to do. It's boring. But, one day, I can kill the boredom by going on a drive or just going on a road trip to somewhere in my car. Yeah, I can do that. You know, just get away and go to some place and just make some decent videos. Crank out some decent content by making content in a different place instead of this house. And I haven't been learning French as of late. I have had a lot on my mind. I've been doing a lot of like meaningless, dumb stuff that I shouldn't be doing. So one day I'm going to catch myself and force myself to learn French so I can communicate with French speakers in a French speaking country, like Canada, France, Belgium, Luxembourg. Not Haiti. I'm not going to Haiti. Haiti is a horrible, horrible country. Been destroyed by an earthquake. It's lawless. Have a lot of crime. It's bad, and Haitian immigrants are escaping their country and heading into the U.S. And back in that previous video that I did about, America is not a happy place. Why that video came out bad because, I chopped it down because it was a longer video and some parts of it had me muffled, muted me talking. I had to cut it down, and that's why I was ripped apart in the comment section on that video because I had to cut it down because some parts of the video muffled me talking, and that sucks, and I have a camera phone which I did that video on, and it will muffle me if I start talking when it records me talking. So I had to go and listen to it and make sure I'm not muffled. Or better yet, maybe I just can get a GoPro camera if I can afford that. Maybe I can make better videos where, I won't be muffled when I'm talking. Well, anyway, back to the Haitians. The Haitians are escaping Haiti because of the earthquake, destroying their home country, and the lawlessness and the crime. And that's why, and also violence. And that's why they're escaping and coming to the U.S. along with people from Mexico, Central America, and Latin America. You know, countries like Mexico and Colombia, Chile, and others. And I remember that video that Winston Wu did, titled "Why people from why foreigners or people from other countries are coming to America," and he talked about these people are practical people and they believe the myth of the American dream. And Winston Wu stated that, why you want to come to the US? People don't believe in social and human connection. People don't socialize with one another. People don't connect with one another. Everybody's in their bubbles. Everybody's antisocial. And the only time you're going to socialize with someone is for business related purposes. And that's it. And Winston Wu stated that he has a disability. Well, it's not a disability. It is. He's dyslexic. He claims he's not dyslexic. He claims that he has Asperger's or he's autistic. And maybe he is autistic. I don't know. Yeah, and speaking of autistic, this person who I'm friends with, this guy is the most difficult person to talk to. He has a very short attention span. And when I talk to him, he doesn't respond. He just zones out. This guy I'm talking about is Martel the Cool, or Martel Nelson. That's his real name. And I mentioned this in a previous video that I won't be talking to him anymore because he has a very short attention span. He has ADHD, and he has this woman who he claims that she is his wife, but actually he's pretending like she's his wife, and because this woman who he claims that she is his wife, she lives in another part of the country and he lives in another part of the country. She lives in one part of the country, he lives in the other. And he pretends like she is his wife, which is kind of weird. So I just made a decision that I'm going to cut ties with Martel the Cool. I won't be talking to this man anymore because this man has ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And I probably won't be talking to his so-called wife or friend. I won't be talking to her anymore. So, yeah. I know these people are busy. But, it's just kind of crazy that, I go try to talk to Martel, and I can't even talk to this guy. I mean, I called this guy on his smartphone, and in the mailbox on his smartphone is filled up, and I couldn't leave a message on it. So, I'm saying to myself, man, this guy is just hard to talk to. He's hard to contact. And he's going to tell me to keep in touch. No, I think you need to keep in touch. And I decided that, I'm just going to leave this man alone. Give this man the boot and just move on. So I'm not going to talk to Martel anymore. I'm not going to talk to his so-called girlfriend or wife anymore. I'm just through with him and his so-called wife. So I'm done. I'm done with those two. I'm finished. Yeah. I prefer to talk to people who will communicate with me back instead of a three-way phone call and questions and all this crap. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going on that cruise to Greece and Israel from Italy in the Mediterranean. I'm gonna be going. I'm gonna be going to Southern Europe and Western Asia. I don't know what continent is Israel is in. I know Greece is in Europe. I know Italy is in Europe, but is Israel is in Europe or Asia? So let me go check. Let me go grab my smartphone and find out what continent Israel is in. Okay. Israel. Okay. So Israel is in Asia. So I'm going to be going to another continent. I've been to Europe and I'm going to Asia. Yes, Israel is in Asia. And the language that's spoken in Israel is Hebrew. And the capital is Jerusalem. Yeah, the Holy Land. And I heard that they were striking out in that country. So yeah, I got my passport renewed and I'm ready to travel again. This time to Italy, Greece, and Israel. So I'm going to be doing that in the autumn, October. So that's a long ways away. So that's all I got to say in this video. Thank you for watching. Cheers.